What if the most powerful entities on Earth weren't governments or armies, but the companies you interact with every single day? Companies that don't just sell you products, but actively shape what you see, what you buy, what you believe, and even how you think. The rise of big tech didn't happen with a dramatic takeover or a loud announcement. It happened quietly, line by line of code, click by click, until a handful of corporations became the digital infrastructure of modern life. At first, big tech promised us a world of convenience. We got faster communication, infinite information, and incredible free services that connected everyone. Search engines made libraries seem obsolete. Social networks became our new town squares. Our smartphones felt like extensions of our own bodies. For a long time, it just felt like progress, pure and simple, with no hidden costs. But beneath the smooth interfaces and friendly logos, something else was forming: an unprecedented concentration of data, influence, and power. Data became the new oil, but it was infinitely more valuable. Every single search you made, every message you sent, every location ping, it all fed into systems designed not just to understand us, but to predict our next move. Big tech companies learned how to map human behavior on a massive scale, turning our attention into currency and our habits into revenue streams. The algorithms didn't just respond to what we wanted. They learned how to nudge, amplify, and even create desire itself. Engagement wasn't just a side effect of their platforms. It was the product. As these platforms grew, so did their reach into society's most critical systems. Cloud services now host sensitive government data, financial infrastructure, and even military communications. AI models trained by private companies are influencing healthcare decisions, who gets hired for a job, and whether you get approved for a loan. Entire industries rise and fall based on rules written by corporations that were never elected, never voted on, and are rarely challenged. This incredible level of power creates a natural tension. Big tech operates globally, but laws are still written at a national level. Regulation moves at a snail's pace, while technology evolves at exponential speed. Every attempt to control these digital monopolies runs into a wall of innovation, intense lobbying, and geopolitical competition. Some argue that these companies are the engines of progress we can't afford to slow down. Others warn that they're becoming digital states with their own economies, their own borders, and their own private enforcement mechanisms. And their influence doesn't stop at markets or infrastructure. The very information we consume is shaped by big tech. Algorithms decide which news story goes viral, which voices are amplified, and which ones simply disappear into silence. In this new landscape, truth is forced to compete with outrage, and nuance gets drowned out by simplicity. This isn't about direct control like some sci-fi villain. It's a far more subtle kind of influence, a constant feedback loop where technology optimizes for whatever keeps us glued to our screens, and society is left to deal with the consequences. And yet, big tech isn't invincible. The tide might be turning. Antitrust lawsuits are piling up around the world. Governments are starting to seriously question data sovereignty. And consumers like you and me are becoming more aware of privacy, manipulation, and our own dependence on these platforms. New technologies like decentralized networks and open-source AI are emerging to challenge this centralized control. The very same tools that build these giants might be the ones that eventually disrupt them. So the real question isn't whether big tech is good or bad. It's whether our societies can rebalance this power in a world where digital platforms move faster than democracy itself. Big tech built the nervous system of the modern world. But every system needs limits, transparency, and accountability to function properly. Because the future won't just be decided by politicians in capital cities or innovators in Silicon Valley. It will be shaped by the companies that control the digital world and by whether we, the users, choose to understand how that power really works. Thanks for watching, and if this got you thinking, make sure to subscribe for more.